Okay guys, it's Julie Angel reporting in from the Malvern Hills, and I hope you've had an absolutely amazing day. So, I don't know where to begin on this one, and how I'm going to word it tactfully, because when I'm walking out in nature or at the gym or minding my own business as you do, ideas come to me, and I was thinking, how do I get people to understand that their loved ones in spirit on the other side, crossover, in heaven, wherever you want to call it, are 99.9% of the time, I can only speak for myself as a medium, I can't speak for others, are happy, well, at peace. They know they're loved, they know they're missed by you guys, us lot on the earth plane, the ones that are in hell. This is where we hurt each other. They don't hurt each other upstairs, but we do down here. How do I get it across to people that where they're at is better than here? And more to the point, how do I get people to understand, people that aren't necessarily I'm not a spiritualist, I'm not a this, that or the other ist, I'm each to their own ist. That's about as good as I get. How do I get people to understand that your loved ones, their loved ones' spirit side, including animals and pets, don't want you to suffer anymore? Do you not think they have seen you suffer enough if you were with them through a long drawn out illness? So I thought, right, because I've been emailing my boys today amongst other things, and it prompted me to remember a game that they played called Would You Rather. Okay, and there was things like, would you rather save the phone or your cat? Would you rather, I don't know, get stuck in a toilet that's got no door on it, or stuck in a toilet that's got no toilet roll in it? Or would you rather, I don't know, get eaten alive or burnt alive? That kind of game, or whatever it was they played. And I thought, yeah, okay, let's just get people thinking about this. I'm going to start with I've mentioned this before, the rocking chair test, where you're sitting on your rocking chair on your veranda, smacking your gums together, looking back on your life, thinking what you've done with it or not done with it. And then before you know it, you're upstairs, you've crossed over. I mentioned how it happens in the previous video on how we actually get to be properly crossed over, not a near-death experience and OBE and all that kind of thing. And I thought about this game, Would You Rather? And then I put myself in a position of being on the other side. And the reason and the inspiration behind this is my biological father, who is on the other side. He's on the other side, he's crossed over, but he sure as hell was with me at the gym today. Why? Because he liked going to the gym himself. He was a rugby player for Luton. Apparently, he was going to go professional, but his father would not allow him to do that after me and my sister were born. He was also a table tennis champion, which I didn't even know about until he crossed over. So my dad's with me at the gym. He pushed me through the last bench press, flat bench press actually, with 14 kilos, which, considering not long ago I had a dislocated shoulder, that takes a bit of effort from the spirit world to blast that one through. And I thought, yeah, Dad, you're buried in Australia. Never been to Australia. So I don't know if they push up daisies. Could be cacti for all I know. But would he rather be in the ground pushing up daisies, or would he rather be with his daughter at the gym that I hadn't seen for 13 odd years after he migrated there? Would my dad rather I flew all the way over to Australia to go and stand at a pile of muck or wherever he's buried, or would he rather I played his favourite music and ate a load of nuts like he used to? That's probably why I'm nutting myself. Would he rather I spent my money on going to favourite places I know of in this country than spend a load of money going all the way to Australia to look at a graveyard. Which would you rather do? Well, it's a no-brainer. So anyway, I thought, right, okay, I'll put this one out there for these followers on TikTok and whatever. So I put here, based on the poem written by Mary Fry in 1939, it's not anonymous. Do not stand my grave and weep, I am not there, I do not sleep, I am a thousand winds that blow, I am the diamond glints on snow, and so it goes on. Lovely poem, real tearjerker, but it's very true. It ends up, do not stand at my grave, do not stand at my grave and cry, I am not there, I did not die. Because without going on about the energy, that nothing dies, it just transforms into something else, and that we're all made up of energy. I don't want to get into the metaphysical side of things. I want to get on with this game of Would You Rather. So for those of you that, this is raw, and it's very easy for me to become blasé about the grieving process, because I can see, along with other mediums, I'm not the only person in the world that can do this, or sensitives or whatever, whatever label you want to put on us, I can see what they can see. When I'm doing mediumship, I'm a psychic as well, that's different, but when I'm doing mediumship, they use my body to be themselves. I take on, well, not I, they use my body as I like to say, a phone line. So I take on board their characteristics, their humour, their stature, their hair, male, female, old, young. You know, some of it can be very emotional at times, which is why they probably picked me for the job amongst other people, because you have to have boundaries with the spirit world, otherwise they can literally quite take over your entire life. But anyway, let's get on with it. So let's play role reversal. Your spirit side, and you're looking down on your family and friends, or if you're a dog or a cat or a snake or a guinea pig or a hamster or a rabbit or whatever animal that's over there, and you're looking down on your surviving family members. What would you rather they did? Would you rather they literally stood at your grave and wept away, or would you rather that they went to favourite places where you created loads of memories together? Would you rather they spent a load of money on having a flash marble headstone that cost you loads and loads of money that you can't afford, or would you rather they spent money on a much needed mattress or headboard for the bedroom? Would you rather they spent the money on very nice flowers, which is all very nice and beautiful, or would you rather they bought a plant and put it in their garden, or some nice flowers for their home where it's not going to get trashed by yobs or blown away by ghastly weather or something? Would you rather your family and friends argue over wills and inheritance, or would you rather you've made a will that cannot be adjusted whatsoever while you're still here, before you even get up there? So there's no bickering and arguing and bust up. As I always say, where there's a will, there's a relative. Believe me on that one. This is a real tough one as well. Would you rather your family or friends cried and fought and rioted and caused civil unrest and made a bad situation worse over some either natural disaster that wasn't handled too well by the authorities, or some other tragic incident by some seriously disturbed gang or person in the community? Or would you rather they united together for group understanding of the atrocities that's happened over your death, and made a movement for peace, or put measures in place so that no one else, the chances of it happening again are minimalised? What would you rather they did? Start a riot or put measures in place? So just a bit of food for thought there. That, again, another one that over 22 years and thousands of messages, is that would you rather your surviving family members on earth mithered constantly about whether they'd done enough for you or not? Or would you rather they spent their time, their energy, their money creating more memories now? What would you rather they did? Mither about, did I do enough? Did they like the funeral? Did they like the headstone? Or would you rather they scrapped all that and thought, right, well, oh, Grandad, well, he liked to go and have a fry up in down the I don't know, local Greasy Spoon, or Grandad would like to go and have a game of darts. In honour of Grandad, let's go and have a game of darts that Grandad used to like to do. Or say your sister liked to go and collect shells on a beach in Breen. Maybe you should go to Breen and collect some shells, get some clay, stick it round a vase or something and press them on. I could tell you a load of ways to contact your loved ones in spirit or to increase the chances of it. But whilst we are grasping at material things, physical things, clinging on and looking and trying too hard to get messages from your loved ones in spirit, you're going to block the heck out of it. That is not the way to go about things any more in this lifetime. That if we push and shove people into a corner and want them to jump to our tune as and when they like it, we ain't going to get very far. That's not the right way to go about getting what you desire. What you get what you desire by being understanding that it's only 24 hours in a day for people. But just going back, I don't want to go off at a tangent there. There are books, the Grief Recovery Handbook, because grief isn't all about physical death or divorce or the loss of a job. Sometimes people have living bereavement. They're dealing with somebody that their physical body's still here, but the mind is already on the other side. That's another subject altogether. That's how we can talk to people that are, to me, they're already there. Because I'm thinking, well, how do they know so much about what's going on here? Well, the physical body's here, but the mind's over there. But there are books. There's almost like in this culture, and I just speak about the culture I understand, which is the one I've been brought up in and currently live in. Currently being the operative word. That, you know, there's these stages of grief, there's processes we have to go through, and there's things like living bereavement as well as physical death. So there's books like here, the Grief Recovery Handbook, and there's specialised counsellors that deal with that, because my line of work is, I'm not a counsellor, I'm not a bereavement counsellor. I could be if I chose to be, but I've dipped into it. I thought, no, I'm going to leave that for the right people, because otherwise I could end up getting mixed messages. You know, horses for courses, do what you do and do it exceptionally well. There's another book, The Bereaved Parent. There's loads of books, there's loads of resources available, there's loads of charities set up for dealing with grief, but I'm only speaking from a medium's point of view, and only, let's be specific, Julie Angel's point of view, and Julie Angel's years of experience, and Julie Angel's memories. Not that I remember anything, which is why I record them, but it's my dad today. Had he not been there, I probably wouldn't be doing this now, telling me that I needed to leave the gym because something was going to kick off, and I'm like, no, it's not open until 10. No clock. They know what's going on. You know, would you rather go back to would you rather have a day in the past, any particular day, or would you rather go to a specific time or date in the future? Guess what? When you get to the next stop, you can do both. Just like that. It's wonderful. They're having a blast. Please don't cry about them. Please don't. It's not what they want. If I snuff it, I want my kids to party hard. They're probably going to spend the whole inheritance in a spate of about a couple of hours. Anyway, so I just trying to put a bit of love and light and understanding into people that are really struggling with the afterlife. There are times people say to me, where are they? When I'm doing say I've got people one-to-one reading at my home or at a venue or online, and I'm describing this chap that's looking at me at the moment. He's got short, straight brown hair, swept to one side. He's white. He's got dark glasses. He's got dark frame glasses on. He's got hazel coloured eyes. He's got a shirt and tie on. Worked in computing and IT. Presenting himself as though he's in the 1970s. Got a little bit of a belly on him. And I'm hearing Brian spelt with a Y. He's turned up because somebody that's watching this video will be able to place him. He died of a heart attack. And he says love to Rosie, whoever Rosie is, presumably your wife or partner, somebody on the earth plane. Anyway, so I've lost my train of thought now. I've got a visitor, but anyway. So yes, people ask, well, where are they? How do I contact them? They think that, I mean, that is just flies in the face of what I was going to say, which is they don't follow me around all day long. When you go for a reading with a medium, or you go to a spiritualist church, or you go to an evening of clairvoyance, or whatever, they don't hang out. I don't know, I'll use one of my venues locally, the Berkeley Arms in St. John's. They don't hang around my house. It looks like a haunted house. There's that many cobwebs in here, amongst other places, but they don't hang out here. They've got better places to. When you go for a reading, they go with you because they're with you. They're not with me. The only exception of them being where they are is if they're stuck between this world and the next. That's when you get your ghosts and your apparitions and all the rest of it. So where are they? Well, look right beside you. That's where they are. My dad's not in the ground in Australia. He's yak. He's at the gym with me today. If he wasn't at me at the gym today, he's probably with my stepmother. If he's not with my stepmother, he might be hanging out at Bourneville Rugby Club or doing something. I don't know. I don't know what they get up to 24/7. I've often said to him, you're so busy, you can't come and say hello. So today was an exception. But there was obviously the reason why, which is the inspiration behind this, because he knows that somewhere that's going to be important. I got frustrated thinking about it. You must have known from this morning. I got frustrated because I wanted to get a message to one of my offspring, and Mercury retrograde meant technology was not on my side. However, my dad obviously came up, he said, Julie, get down the gym. Right, off we go. And there we went. Anyway, don't want to rattle on about that. I've never done a live on TikTok yet, so I don't know what to expect. I've got put off Facebook because of all the scam. I had I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 followers on my old page, and I just deleted the whole page. I got sick to death of scammers, but it's the world we live in, and these people, they've got reasons for doing what they do, but I will do lives at some stage, but also, and I've got loads of workshops lined up. I'm just getting all the material together. I don't do things in half measures, typical Virgo. I'm going to do a job, I want to do it properly and all that. So anyway, I'm going to use John Holland's Spirit Messages cards. Always acknowledge where you get your information from. Someone's put the effort into it. So if you're enjoying watching these videos, please give me a little red heart. It's done out of love after all. Anyway, I'm doing it for you. Right, let's pick a card. So these cards. What does the audience need to, not the people that's watching this video need to know right now? Not that familiar with these cards, just why they look new. Take a moment. Here we go. Right. It says, stop. Now is not the time to rush into the decision you're about to make. Before this important decision is made, take a moment to pause and quiet your mind so you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. If you want to connect to the spirit world, if you want to develop your intuitive ability, you're not going to get anywhere by racing around. It is the same as an artist trying to rush a masterpiece. Or if you're trying to do creative writing and you hit writer's block, sitting in front of your computer or piece of paper isn't going to make the magic happen any faster. Chill out, man. If you're one of these people that have a racing mind or suffer with anxiety and sleepless nights, you can do this at any time. And that is just to stop. Just stop everything just for a few seconds. And nowhere in the whole wide world of calm down has anyone ever, someone's yelling, calm down. Does it work? Does it hack? It ups the ante. So anyway, why am I telling you this? Because you need to be calm and to go within the yin and the yang. You know the yin yang Chinese symbol. I haven't got it. I definitely haven't got that in here. That's one thing. Oh, maybe I have. I don't know. I've got the I Ching. I've got no idea. It might be in there. I don't know. I'm going to start digging around. But you need masculine and feminine. You need the hot and the cold, the good and the evil. You need, everything has black and white. Everything has to have opposites. So I've tried this today. Just visualize, you know, male energy is associated with, I made some notes, but it's probably the wrong book, because never mind, I'm having one of those days when it comes to paperwork all over the place. Yeah, it is, but never mind, I might save that for tomorrow. But just take a moment to just breathe in positive energy and exhale negative energy. Just close your eyes and breathe in through your nostrils, whatever your favourite colour is, whatever you feel is going to purify you. Sometimes I use white healing energy, and I imagine breathing out. So breathe in relaxation, exhale tension, breathe in white energy, and exhale grey crap. Quiet the mind and take your attention to behind your ears. There. Not here, not there, not third, not crown chakra, not high heart chakra. Take your attention to behind your ears. Try it. The reason why people say, I've got eyes at the back of my head. Anyway, I want to keep it short and sweet. Stop sabotaging yourself. Okay, can we see that? Yes, we can. Stop sabotaging. And don't forget, anytime you're worried about your loved ones in spirit, put yourself in their shoes. Walk in their moccasins or sandals or loafers or whatever. Put yourself in their shoes and imagine, you know, people say, oh, if they were looking down on us now, they would think, da, 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 da. Well, they are looking down on you now, and they are thinking this when you're having fun. So going back, why do you think, going back to would you rather be in a grave, or would you rather be at your favourite pub, theatre, cinema, pub, castle, or wherever else there's been happy occasions? Celebrate their life. One final thing I'll add on to that is that on Halloween, you know, people dress up and do all kinds of trick and treating these days and having all these customs and traditions. I ain't got a clue why they're doing them, but I'll come on to that another time. But one thing that struck me on the walk back home was in different cultures on Halloween, the Day of the Dead, they do different things. I think in Mexico, they actually take picnics and party. They have a picnic on their loved ones' graves. What a brilliant idea. If you need to go to the grave, make a picnic of it. Take their favourite music. Eat their favourite food. You'd probably get moved on by the police in this country or some park warden or wherever. So think about where you are. But that's what they want. They want you to be literally in high spirits. Anyway, I've rattled on long enough and I'll move on to my next topic area. Have a good evening, folks, and don't forget, if you ask, they might just turn up in your dreams, but don't push it, don't force it. Loads more from me where that's coming from, but you might find it at a venue near you soon rather than everything on social media platforms. Ciao.